Well, today we're jumping into It's a Sin. This is episode 5. We are wrapping up this wonderful show. I already know I'm going to be crying. I'm ready to jump right into this. I have nothing else to say. I'm literally preparing myself to be extremely upset. I'm going to try my hardest not to cry. So if you guys see me not crying, it's because I really worked for that. So show me props. But yeah, I'm going to try my hardest not to cry. I already know that this main character is going to die. He was a denier, or yeah, I guess he was a denier of this disease. And as it progressed on, and then he ended up catching this. And it's too late in the stage. But even if he caught it early, there wasn't much that they could do, you know, with that. I think when I came out, right? I'm trying to remember. When I came out, I think they just still had like 7 different pills that you would take that would slow it down. But now it's much more advanced. But it would slow it down, but you still would go through agony and pain. From my understanding of it. But I could be completely wrong. I'm pretty sure, because I remember, I actually know overall in my whole life, 2 people who had HIV or have HIV, and one was getting worse as it was going. Although he took 7 pills, it was just getting worse and worse. So, and now they have PrEP. So I think PrEP is more before, just to prevent anything like that from happening. But regardless, guys, I'm ready to jump into this. Please like this video. Please share this video, guys. And this will be available for my entire platform here on the YouTube platform, as well as my other platform, Patreon. So guys, please sign up to one of those platforms and help support the channel today. Now, I'm ready to jump into It's a Sin. And let's find out exactly what this wonderful show has got to give. November.
Hello, Pink Palace and Chinese Laundry. How may I help you?
Could be someone important. I could be calling about work.
Ritchie, it's your mum.
How's the show?
It's nice, yeah. Got a job for life there. Ritchie, where are you?
Coming!
Is he sick?
Hiya, sorry, I was outside.
It's just a quick call. Didn't see you last year. Well, I thought we
Could all have a nice time.
I just don't know, I've got an audition.
But it's been ages since we saw you.
I know.
That's the job, sorry.
It's been such a long time. I'd love to see you.
I heard Birmingham Rep, they're doing a production of Hay Fever next summer. I can, there are trains with toilets. I can manage.
Not going to cast the same boy in Birmingham. They don't do that, do they?
It's gotta be a first time. You don't need to make faces.
No, because your time's not very well, but you were like this in July and you got much better, so let's wait for that to happen.
That was good, wasn't it?
Absolutely brilliant. You were, I'm not even kidding. You were the best thing I've ever seen.
Oh,
Come on, you. Bedtime. It's late, nearly 7:30. Good shake.
Rattle, rattle, rattle.
Can we need a word in the morning about your mum and dad?
Up your butt.
Up yours.
All those pills really would hurt your stomach.
Hey, I just fell. It's alright. I fell, that's all. I just feel a bit hot.
Going into hospital on Wednesday for the pentamidine. They can take a look at me then.
Charity from downstairs says God blesses your soul.
Oh, I feel better already.
You know what the AIDS stands for? Stands for Angels in Disguise, preparing the way for his eternal life. He's very lucky.
That's telling you. Now do what she says. I'll come back first thing.
I'll be home tomorrow, so don't sell my bed, okay? I know you.
Too late.
I think Paul's awake.
No, I won't bother them now.
Could be a last chance. We keep saying, can we phone anyone? He says no. He lies there all day dying of shame.
Oh, is it his friend? Fuck this, I'm gonna cry.
Jill wants to say hello.
Oh, is that what happened to your skin?
Which one are you?
Jill, friends with Ritchie.
Remember.
It's okay.
Oh, yesterday memory.
I love you.
It's about time.
Damn, both of them can fit in that small ass bed.
Love you too.
Aww.
He's got all sorts of complications, but my main concern is the lymphoma in his chest. The next thing we do is to offer chemotherapy, but that's going to make him even weaker.
Could the chemo help?
Yes. Yes, it could.
Well, there we are. Not gonna not have treatment, am I? Now shut up and wheel it in. Ugh. You two are murderers and I'm going to call the police. On my episode of Tom's Midnight Garden on VHS and he pauses it on that bit where it bends over the barrel and he has the little fiddle.
Oh, here comes trouble.
C'est moi. Merci, madame.
He's sitting up, he's had some food.
Actually, I thought I'd pop in and see Paul. Is that okay?
Oh yeah, he's okay.
If you've come here to convert these people, I will have you thrown out onto the street.
I swear, he asked for me and I came.
You know he's queer.
I have blessed him. I saw terrible things.
Oh, my heart bleeds.
I went into hospitals and I saw people. These doors were locked and the people behind them were like animals. We let them die. People with that disease. Have you got it?
Thank you. Don't thank God. I just got lucky with who I fucked.
It is the hardest challenge the Lord gives us. To forgive. I mean, can you forgive me?
Do you know who I keep thinking about? Donald Bassett.
You don't know that it was him?
Yes, it was.
No, but it's kind of a good story. But that's what I mean. It's not really fair to blame Donald.
Just because he's the only boy whose name you can remember.
Do you think I infected him?
I wasn't saying that.
Because I did. I thought I'd stop. And I did a lot of times. I stopped. A million times. But there were nights with too much booze, a boy with that look in his eye. I'd fuck him. I would fuck him hard. I wonder how many I killed.
Say that.
I knew it was wrong, and I kept on doing it.
Here you are, at last. Oh my God, what's wrong with you? Surprise, we turned up and then your neighbour, that woman downstairs, she said you were here.
Oh, she would. What's wrong? What is it?
I would like
what is
a
this?
little
They said
bit of
infectious
common sense,
diseases.
if that's not
you tell us,
too much to ask.
Tell me, what does that mean?
He's got some infections and problems with his gut and his lungs.
A lymphoma?
In his chest.
That's cancer, don't be ridiculous. You've got cancer and you didn't tell me.
It's a sort of cancer. I only got it because I'm not well. I'm gay. I'm homosexual. I contracted HIV and I'm sorry, but now it's AIDS.
Where's your doctor?
It's a Saturday. I don't think he's in. He's called Dr. Sullivan, but...
I want to speak to a doctor.
Quite sure you believe all this and this whole thing has got completely out of control.
We'll get all this shit. We'll clean it up. I will scour it out of you. Okay?
You really are very young. Oh, look at you. I've bought presents. That's from Lucy. That is from Auntie Elaine. Cancer, or have you got AIDS?
It's both. Immunity thing, so you get weak. And that causes the lymphoma.
You catch cancer like catching a cold, because let me tell you, that's not how it works.
Okay, this place is looking after Ritchie and they're doing the most brilliant job. Jill's here every day. You might as well know I'm Ritchie's boyfriend.
Well, no, not really.
You're his boyfriend, girl?
Well, it's infectious, isn't it, AIDS? It kills you, that's what it does. So this isn't AIDS, is it?
To have a word with the registrar.
I want to speak to someone who knows
wait 5 or
my
10
son,
minutes.
who has seen it.
You never.
But Richie's got
phone
all
the
sorts of
parents.
different conditions.
My son is on this ward, and you don't phone me. His gut. What did she say? She says he's got something wrong with his gut. And you didn't think to phone. Like we aren't good for his health at all. Is that right? His Dr. Sullivan. Now you get him, get him, get him!
She loves her son.
I want a word with you.
Yes, I think we should. There's a little sort of kitchen down here. Do you want a tea or a coffee?
No, I don't want anything.
I can put the kettle on.
I said no.
I just think you should know. I told him to tell you 100 times.
Boys are terrible, Jill. So when something like gay comes along, it's just another chance to unload. That doesn't make him homosexual. It's a little bit of fun. You grow up.
I suppose, I don't know, maybe some boys are like that. I'm sorry, but look at him. I mean, he's an actor. He sings songs from the musicals. He's never had a girlfriend.
If I was a mama, you're smiling at me right
Now
now.
he's got a gay disease.
I'm sorry.
Don't mind me.
We're just having a chat.
I'm getting some squash, 2 ticks.
Just got a son, Derek, down the corridor. This is Valerie.
I'll be gone in a minute.
It's like there's this world of secret little codes. It's my son, Ritchie.
You didn't know Ritchie was gay? And get the hours extended, she said.
Are you implying that's a problem?
I think they're just going to move it to the pub next door.
You seem to be surprised that I didn't know about my son. Like, that makes me one of your idiots.
Pardon me for implying. Let me make it clear. What the hell were you looking at? What did you see? When he was 11, when he was 15, 16. All 30 years and every little speck of him's bent as a 9-bob note since the day he was born. You're supposed to think about him day and night. So what the fuck were you doing?
How dare you?
Get the door.
Get the door.
Because I was being lied to.
All right, sweetheart, I'm done.
I'm being blamed for not knowing my son when you conspired and moved heaven and earth to lie to me. This great big, elaborate lie.
I told you, I said every time, I told you I wasn't his girlfriend.
Never mind about him having a boyfriend. Where the bloody hell is yours?
I was doing what Ritchie wanted.
This is what you are. You stood in the way. You stood in the way. Monstrous. Big. Bitch.
What's your name? Lorraine Fletcher.
Noted.
In the TV lounge down there.
Down where?
Down there.
He's dying. For God's sake, is that supposed to help? That's what those queers and those women worship, the same rubbish. Now you stop it! Stop it! Stop it! I don't want you coming in here. This is private.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
I know it's caught from sex.
Oh, don't, Mum.
But how? How do you catch it? Is it in your spit?
No one really knows.
Oh, she's thinking about.
Not infectious. Not to me. Oh, my boy. You are going to be fine. I'm going to take you home. And I can make you better.
Grandmother bought me a copy of this. Do you remember? She had that great big bookcase.
Sorry, it's only me.
How is he?
Not bad, thank you.
What did the consultant say?
Well, I'm afraid he was shocked.
The boy in Ritchie's condition could be given chemotherapy.
We could just pop in for 10 minutes, that's all.
I would remind you.
But you had an awful lot of time with him when I didn't.
Reading in Watership Down. But I'm rubbish. Can't do all the voices. Do you remember that? Hay fever.
Oh, it was brilliant.
Who was that on the phone?
Jill. She sends her love.
Is she going to compensate?
She says she's very busy with work.
I'll nip down the pub.
Well, yes. I thought you would.
I'm allowed a drink.
Did I say you couldn't? You're 5 years old and you'd dance around because it was so funny and you'd be a little mouse. And you love the bit where it says, how lucky we am. But because it changes the rhyme to rhyme with Amsterdam.
Yeah.
How lucky we am.
Well, this is far too good for you lot. Hello, darling.
Nice to see you.
You all right?
Yes. To that solicitor, he said technically Ritchie's mum and dad could be breaking the law.
Medical care is definitely going to be worse on the Isle of Wight.
But so what?
Ritchie did that voiceover for that Japanese cartoon, which amounts to £700, minus my 10% to go there. To the Isle of Wight, just move there properly, for as long as it takes. A siege on the doorstep, until they give it.
I can't go, I've got to work.
You're going there for one reason, and that's to say goodbye.
He was ill last July and then he got better.
And one day he won't. Take the money and fly. Listen, I gotta go. Give him my love.
That's 5 nights up front, but we might be longer. Is that a problem?
That's fine. For the next 3 weeks.
The Bay Tree house on the seafront, which is a 20-minute drive from your house.
He is not well enough.
That's okay. We can wait. We're here for as long as it takes. If you ever want the afternoon off or just an hour to yourself, we can come.
Are you saying I can't cope?
I will phone.
Every day until he's ready, okay? Lots of love.
Okay, we'll give him my love. Tell him I said hello. Thanks, Valerie. Bye. Just tell him we'd really love to see him and we're waiting, okay? Really want to see him, and I think if you ask him, I bet he'll say the same. Will you try?
That's one less pill. That's got to be good. He said, if only they'd stop giving me medicine, I'd be fine. Do you remember him?
What do people know?
In what way?
The neighbours. I don't want to be secret.
Now you just think about getting better.
Boys die in London. I don't say what it really is.
But maybe we should think about tea.
I had so much fun. I had hundreds of them.
Oh, Ritchie, don't talk like that.
And you know what? I can remember every single one of them. His photographs. His face as he comes.
Ritchie.
That's him. And he's with someone. And he looks happy. Some of them are bastards. But they were all great. That's what people will forget. That it was so much fun. Do you understand what I mean?
No.
That's why I need to see Jill.
Jill loves yellow.
I should have said let's meet in that cafe.
Well, we can go there.
He said he wanted to see you, so here I am. Haven't handled this very well. I realise that now, and I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry too. But all we want to do is see him and say hello and give him our love.
He died yesterday. Pressure from the lymphoma. No pain, they said before you start, so it wasn't my fault.
Did he say anything?
Not really.
We were sitting in the B&B, you couldn't tell us last night.
My son had died, you weren't top of my list. I really did get this wrong. No, it might be nice if we found that cafe. All those years in London, there must be 1,000 stories.
Were you there at the end?
Oh, I'd gone downstairs.
He was on his own.
Yes.
There was no one with him. All of this. It's your fault.
Well, thank you very much.
What happened to you? To make that house so loveless. And then he killed people.
And what is that supposed to mean?
He was ashamed by having sex with men and infecting them and then running away. The wards are full of men who think they deserve it. And a little bit of them thinks, yes, this is right, because the sex that I love is killing me. I mean, it's astonishing. Your house. He died because of you. They all die because of you.
I didn't know.
How did you know? Oh, the sister. Strongest one is Jill out of all of them.
Do you remember? Is it when he thought he'd lost it?
I'm sorry. That's a nice sweater, sis. I love that sweater.
What's your name?
Marcus.
Wow. I might just sit here for a bit, if you don't mind. Okay.
Yeah.
Why do we know Marcus?
She made good view of me, indeed, so much that Shawmy thought her eyes had lost her tongue.
Can I say you're terrible?
No, you can't. Fuck off. For she did speak in start of my lord's ring. Why, he sent her none. I am the man.
Well, this was a great show, and this was an amazing episode. I said at the beginning of this reaction, I wasn't gonna cry, y'all, and look at me, just bawling my eyes out. I could not control it. When Ritchie died suddenly, and the friends did not see him before he died, I was completely heartbroken. There is no way that I was gonna be able to live during that time when AIDS was running rampant, because if I get like a cough, I'm like Googling what's wrong. And then Google tells you, like, you have a tumor. So, like, I go crazy. Like, my mom gets phone calls. So, no way. Absolutely no way. As everybody starts hunking, I live in New York City, y'all. Get ready. They are hunking all the way down the street. But anyways, what was I saying? ADD is so real. Yeah, that totally threw me off. Threw me off my game. So, let's talk for a second. I feel like a vast majority of people that saw the mother and saw the mother's reaction and saw how she was blaming everybody and how everything, I bet you money the vast majority of people do not not like the mom, right? That I feel like a vast majority of people probably are going to be like, I don't understand her, I cannot believe her. I was with the mom. I was with the mom because I kind of put myself in her predicament. She loved her son. She kept asking her son, what's wrong? What's wrong? Are you okay? Are you okay? And like, all of that, you saw the father in this whole show was the more strict, stern, and seemed like he wasn't loving. And then the mother was the reverse of what the father was. Once the son was diagnosed to the father, or the father figured out what was going on, the roles reversed and the mother became the one in control. But the mother was in so much pain. And then that lady who like was in their little meeting, well, in the little break room, and how she was so blunt with her, like I could probably understand where she's coming from because her son, but damn girl, like this, like you didn't even know the story of this mother, like damn, and she was laying on thick, and she was hashtag unbothered. So there was a lot for the, I felt so bad for the parents. It was a lot that they were going through, and I was with her all the way until the bridge. And then I was like, I was on neither one of their sides. Because when Jill blamed the mother for everything, like I understood what Jill was saying. Like that Ritchie felt ashamed and it was the parents' fault. To a degree. Okay, it was the parents' fault. But I still feel like, damn, like, she was upset, the mother was, like, there was a lot of emotions going on, but I don't think I was team either one, because team either one did something very bad by shutting out the friends who traveled all the way there to be with their friend, and you just kept brushing them aside until the sun was gone. And then I wasn't really on Jill's side, because I was like, damn, Jill, like, Jill, you don't understand, squirrel. Like, and I'm probably sure other people who are watching this reaction probably aren't really on my side either. But I just really understood the mother. I felt her pain. But I understood Jill. I understood Jill's pain. But I just felt her delivery was wrong. I felt like it was bad. And that's just my opinion, y'all. I wouldn't have done it. I would have been pissed. I probably would have called her every other B word in the book. I would have gave every curse word that was ever invented. I probably would have even thrown her off that damn bridge, and she would have probably swam back to her house. But I would assault her, but I wouldn't tell her it was all her fault. But yeah, I felt like that's such a burden for the rest of her life she's going to have to carry, and then somebody else is going to say, well, look what she did to her son. She put that burden on her son until he was gone, so here's the place to blame on you. I felt like that could have been more of like, yeah, curse that lady out and let in on her. But this could have been a teachable moment for everybody, because, you know, knowledge is power, and power in this situation is key. Key knowledge. You guys get what I'm saying. That's my like saying, so it kind of pertained to the first part. But anyways, yeah, I really would rate this show a 10 out of 10. I love it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. What a tearjerker. What a sad, sad show, but such an enlightening show. So guys, always practice safe sex, guys. It's your 5 seconds of glory isn't worth your whole life. I mean, if you're more than a 5-second man, okay, whatever. Call me. No, but still, it's not worth it. It's really not worth it. Look out for your health, guys. You know, we have all these damn apps nowadays. Grindr, Jacked. If you guys aren't on it, get on it. No, no, seriously though, we have so much at our just like thrown in our face with sex that we don't think about ourselves in that very moment, like, damn, this could happen to me in a long run. So always practice safe sex. You never effing know what that person has. They don't know you, so they don't give a flying hooter. So you just have to be careful. You really do have to be careful. That's my word of advice. Okay. What else is there to have to say? I know I had to say some other stuff. So moving forward from this wonderful show, we will be watching A Life on Mars. Okay, guys, I didn't even look it up, but you guys have been talking about this show since I became a reactor. So we will be getting into Life on Mars. Okay, guys, but before we get on Life on Mars, we still have Years and Years. I think that's what the title is called. Heidi Ho, Winslow. So guys, stay tuned. We're going to get into Years and Years, plus the Doctor Who, plus the Torchwood, plus what's the other show? Sherlock. And then there's this other show. Comment down below. This is BBC show. I think it's like criminal based. If it wasn't my mom who watches it, it has to be my mom. Somebody watches it. I kept hearing about it. I cannot remember the name of it. So if you guys know any like BBC, I think it's true crime. It's like a very popular BBC show in that like genre of like maybe it's true crime, maybe it's not true crime. It's a TV show. Comment down below. If I see it, if I see the name of it, I'm gonna like it, and I'll be like, you won nothing, but you won. So let's play a game. Let's do that, guys. Please like this video, please share this video, and don't forget to comment down below. And I'll see you guys next time with more reactions.